Hello everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here to do a Libra weekly reading for around March 4th to the 10th, 2024. Time is approximate. This is going to be a general, not personal reading. Only take what resonates. Read that disclaimer, please. And so first card out for Libra is Crown Chakra Upgrade Libra. So this is about divine connection, a holy experience or experiences, as well as miraculous energy. Some of you are in recovery for something at this time, and it's going to be or has been somewhat of like just a miraculous recovery. Okay, if there's some kind of maybe even surgery or something, you have the Hather light codes here as well. This is about you getting a full system upgrade. This is amazing. This is about you recalling your power and that power being activated and channeled into what it is you want. In fact, you have the chamber of the violet flame, Libra. Karmic releases, okay? They're burned, they're gone, the radical transformation here. Okay, some of you did have some sort of a radical surgery possibly, or you've got something coming up, and it's been very changing. It's been life changing. Let's get an angel message right away out of the gate here. We have card 7, and this is going to be our angel Cassiel. All right, the name Cassie could mean something to you. You have boundaries, time, discipline. So this is the keeper of karma and time. And what's interesting is I don't normally get these cards this soon in the reading. At least that wasn't my plan, but I go where the energy brings me. And so this is about it's supposed to be apparently it wants to come out with this violet flame. Okay, so this is about balancing your karma. All right, teaching you how to grow through life's challenges, trials, and tribulations. Some of you had something major. You could call this, the sort of resurrection, the phoenix rising moment. Sure, you could say any of those things and you'd be correct. Now, we have Capricorn energy on this as well. This kind of maybe you were caused to think twice or to think very carefully about a decision, and then once you make that decision, there is some sort of it's like it's very empowering to have made that decision, and it's sort of like lights up, lights off. Like I'm getting like lights off, lights up. Like something very powerful is then activated. Some of you, it's like the paradox of light versus dark. Now, I was getting a lot of that prior to this reading. I was getting a lot of energy of like I had, the Sun card versus the Ten of Swords coming in. I had things like, or the Sun card, and then I had an Oracle card that said Winter going on. It was like, just a lot of like kind of opposite energies, but they're working together somehow. And it may not feel seamless, but there's this combination of energies at play, and it is leading to something bigger. It's almost like kind of reminding us that with great ascension comes some sort of level of suffering. Unfortunately, there's a big part of life. Unfortunately, why we suffer. I don't have all the answers for that, and of course, this is only a general reading and da da da. But there is something here though about having this life force within you that that's going to power you through and power you up for whatever's going on here. There's something about having had setting some boundaries here, being clear with your communication, and keeping your eyes on that prize. I'm going to get some tarot cards in a minute. One more oracle message. Endings are always the start of a new beginning, so moving forward with courage. Yeah, today is a new day. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Let's get into tarot. Use a couple of different decks. Please read the disclaimer in the description box, as well as you will see there all the decks I use, okay? And if you can't find it, it's just under the title. There it says more, ... Open that, and you'll be able to see all the information about this reading. I'm hearing something about always delays, all these delays. Somebody's focused on how everything's being delayed at this time. Something's been delayed. Okay, so it could be, oh yeah, and that's okay. So some right now are feeling a little stuck, a little trapped perhaps this week coming up. And when I'm seeing like 5 of Wands and 7 of Swords together, this could certainly be, it can indicate a period of strife, of hardship. There's something here though about having some discipline here, okay, and keeping your focus on the bigger picture here. That's what the King of Wands is excellent at doing. You know, the King of Wands, a very fiery, passionate energy, but a visionary. Okay, someone who is really, that's very good entrepreneurial energy. So Wands energy being fiery, more fiery energy here, and then you have the swords. Now the thing with the fire and the swords together, the air and the fire, is that it can be a rather turbulent energy. You know, when you have those energies working together, it can be intense communication, because when you think about what happens when air hits fire, it ignites even further, right? So there could be something here that's a little bit, I heard the word invasive, intrusive, inflammatory even around this time. But for some of you, it's like that's just finishing up, and you've now stepped into this new period of spiritual advancement. Okay, it's almost like that light, that flame. You know, it's like with the violet flame here. Okay, look what it's doing. I mean, it's like this white violet light that is able to. There's nothing that it can't fix, basically. And I almost wonder if you feel as though there's something like there's nothing that like faith can't fix or God can't fix. There's, if maybe you're having this sort of like renewed sense of faith, or maybe for some of you, I mean, your faith could be being tested at this time. Surrender to complete healing. Libra, you just had this recently in a reading with me, I believe. So this is, some of you are, again, I picked up in last reading something about like, or one of the last couple readings I did for you, something about possibly some of you having a procedure or surgery or something in order to finally, like, for example, maybe you've had issues with endometriosis your life, and now finally you've decided you're going to do it. You're going to do some big surgery to take care of it. Okay, and then once and for all, you're going to go on some sort of therapy, hormone therapy or something to just shut it down. Okay, so something like along those lines, like maybe you've had something that's kind of been going on a long time. If it's something like with like a fit in the physical sense, spiritually or emotionally, it could be something like this trauma from the past has been grabbing hold of you and affecting you, even though we don't want it to. It still has, all these years to some degree, and you are facing it. Maybe some of you are actually writing a book, or you're helping others. And so in doing that, you're able to just let it all go, right? And in order to let it all go, we kind of have to let it all in, process it in order to let it all go. All right. So some of you, that is what's going on. And I can see that in this Eight of Swords. Some of you may be processing something very big right now, a big decision, but it actually leads to this healing, this new level of growth for you, Libra. And if something didn't happen when you wanted it to, how you wanted it to, well, first we have take a break, meditate and cleanse your body, mind, and spirit. That's to addressing this Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, feeling stuck energy, that conflict, although this can also be teamwork. I feel as though you're learning how to almost like deal with and manage and accept all the different facets of yourself, of your own personality, all your strengths and challenges and all that, all your happiness and hardships together, and sort of make something out of it, that's something meaningful. And okay, I'm always by your side, guiding you along your path. Watch for my light. All right, so some of you are actually getting clear indication from angels, from source, from God, that you are in fact being very well cared for. If something didn't happen right away, maybe there's more to be learned. Okay, maybe there's more lessons coming in. As much as maybe don't want to hear that, there could be something that maybe it didn't work out because it's just not right, not the right time. You're meant to take this other door, this other step, that sort of thing. For some of you, it really is just more time. For others of you, though, it is about maybe learning to, work better on a team, for example, or something. Or maybe you're there because, okay, so this is why. This is what I was thinking. Before this reading, I'd been getting that message strongly about like something for some of you, only some of you, general reading, but for some of you, your guides stepped in to protect you. Something or someone wasn't, I'm actually hearing the word faithful, sorry to say. And I don't like focusing on those love kind of blah, blah, blah. But I'm hearing somebody was not, even if it's not a love relationship, they were not focusing on your They did not have pure, true intentions. Libra, you know who this is, okay? And the fact is that you were protected in that situation. You may feel like it was lousy, and yeah, I'm sure it was, or is for some of you right now. And you're just, but you're. What's good about this is when you're actually, again, you're letting everything in to process it. That only then can you really set it all free. So for some of you, roadblocks are being removed by spirit, by the own work you're doing, because you're facing things for what they are, okay? Facing it for what they are. Fiery, hot, overwhelming mutual desire, okay? So this does not have to be about love, but it can. It can have to do with passion, of any kind, but it can also have to do with, lust and just an intense desire and having like, all kinds of fiery, hot chemistry and all that. And I just heard someone say hasta luego. So take that as it is. And then a true gem. All right. So you have a connection worth saving. For some of you, you do have this valuable partnership, maybe with is there like an air, fire sign relationship or something that is worth saving. Again, I think I mentioned earlier, I picked up on sort of a necklace or something. There's something about a necklace that's important. And then it's like pain being essential, this heartbreak being sort of essential to growth. So why didn't something happen? Why didn't something work? Why did I have to suffer? What happened? How come I'm unable to move on? Because, okay, so it's like letting go of anything that's holding you back so that you can completely heal from something. Hello from heaven. Okay, so let's hear what this message is. All right. So like again, I'm getting this question. A lot of you are wanting to know why it hasn't happened yet, or why something happened, why something was taken from you, didn't work out, was a disappointment. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. Now, what does that mean? In addition, okay, we've got, let your light shine here. You have feathers from heaven, you have pennies from heaven, coins, you've got the I just heard Florida, by the way. The blues too, the blues, somebody maybe like the blues. It's okay not to have all the answers. They will come to you when you need them. So for some of us, we just don't know. We're not going to know why. Okay, and I can't tell you in this general reading, or maybe ever, when exactly something's going to happen. I'm not even meant to know, okay? Even though I have these gifts, and I'm sure many of you also have these gifts, sometimes we cannot see it all for whatever reason. We're not meant to, we're just not able to at that time. Or part of the journey is the letting go and having that like unconditional, that faith. So I want to see what else we have though. There's something here about, I'm hearing, okay, so a detour is available to you right now that can be a benefit. Okay, that's exactly, okay. Let me just tune into this energy a little bit. Not everything, I'm just hearing right now, not everything is going to be so leave it to beaver, so lemony fresh. Okay, well, we know that, right? But that's an interesting way to put it. So maybe you have a loved one who talked like that, who was very direct and was like maybe a person of like the 60s, 50s, or that sort of thing. Maybe you like those old shows even. I have crystal skull wisdom here, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Yeah, it's like often I feel, as a spiritual person, I do feel that those of us who are most, spiritual, and I'm not saying I'm so great or anything like that, but I do feel that a lot of people have been through, a lot of the people who have been through so much, funny enough, are sometimes the ones who have the most faith. And you would think, but wouldn't they be mad that all this bad stuff happened? No, because in going through those experiences, at least for myself, and I do talk about my personal opinion on this channel. So if you feel like it's too much, feel free to not listen at this point. But I do share part of this. It's supposed to be a healing journey for all of us. So thanks for being here. I've had some people leave comments that I talk too much. which is interesting because the whole point is to talk on this channel. But anyway, it's funny. I have to laugh at comments like that. Blah, blah, blah. It's okay. Anyway, so my point being is that a lot of us who've gone through certain things, we do have the most faith because even though all those bad things happen, we're still here. I'm still able to appreciate the fact that I have, fresh air to breathe, and I have this and I have that, because even though I might struggle, it's created this sense of like compassion and empathy within me that I can see outside of myself often. Like I'm able to put myself in the shoes of other people in their hard situations. Had I never gone through hardships, I don't think I could do that, honestly, Libra. I don't think I'd be here talking about this. I don't think I'd have the courage to do it. I certainly wouldn't have any real, wisdom to share if my life had just been peaches and candy, right? I mean, it's like some of us, because we've been through so much, we are able to just have that different perspective that others might not have. And maybe, I'm okay sometimes not knowing all the answers, because I know that in the end, I have faith in myself and I have faith in God and my angels, my spiritual team. And as long as I have that, I feel I can get through a lot, you know. I certainly don't want things to happen to me, but I do know that the things that have happened for a reason. All right. The things that happened to me when I was a child happened so that I could help other children. Okay. Or other adults dealing with trauma, or this or that. And it's not okay. And I'm not happy. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I don't like it when people say that this silver lining. I wouldn't call it a silver lining. I don't think, severe tragedy and trauma is a silver lining. But I do think that with it comes other lessons, or we're able to take, a different perspective, or we know we've been through so many tests that maybe we have more confidence in ourselves and even in God, that things will somehow work out. All right. And maybe we feel as though, a little just stronger because we've gone through certain things, although we can also simultaneously feel exhausted. Okay. And that's another thing about the human condition is at the very same time you can feel happy, you can feel depressed too. At the same time that you can feel, really excited about something, you can feel completely drained. It's not everything is so this or that, right? That's okay. So there's something there for some of you about that. All right. So if you're wondering why something didn't happen, why this, why that, why me? That's what we get with this Eight of Swords. Why me? Sometimes it's part of our ascension. Okay. Sometimes it's learning that's happening. It's spiritual lessons and learning, right? Think sevens. And didn't we have a set? We didn't have a seven yet. No, we do. We have a seven right there. What am I thinking? Sometimes it's transcending those obstacles, right? Maybe we're being prepared for something even more meaningful. Maybe we have a greater life purpose than just the day to day, right? So I don't think of them, like I said, as silver linings, but that's just my personal opinion on this channel. But I do look at it as reasons. I can think of, and sometimes things, yeah, they're completely unrational. It should never have happened. Tragic, horrific things, children being sick and stuff, like what I don't understand either. I don't. But I guess I have enough faith in general where I can be okay not having to know everything all the time. But of course, I'm still, pained by the same things you are, childhood illness, like, animal cruelty. Like, why? How does that happen? I don't have all the answers. And I know that, horrible things happen all the time to us. And I can tell you that the horrible things that happened to you, you didn't deserve, right? You didn't deserve it. I know that. And I thank you for being here. And I thank you for every day choosing to go on, choosing to continue life. All right. Because I know that's an active decision-making process for some of us each and every day to choose life. All right. Please, when you feel lonely, know you're never alone. We're all connected through the harmony of our inner energy that's always assisting us. Okay. So you're not truly alone. By the way, if some of you are struggling with you have some sort of mental health crisis going on, I do always have 988 down below in that description box too. You could access some help, someone to talk to. All right. Because that's sort of something that I feel that, we should openly talk about if, we're not feeling right. It's time to celebrate all you've achieved, all that you are, all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and just acknowledge what you've achieved. Be proud, embrace it. Your heart has had to withstand so much, Libra. And I know this is a weekly reading, but there's something very powerful coming in this week because I feel that some of us want to know why. Why hasn't it happened yet for me? Why did this happen? Why is this still affecting me? Some of you, it's not your reading today, okay? It's just that you've done the work and you're good with that, and see you next week instead, okay? But for some of us, we really have to know what happened, why this didn't work out, what do I need to do, what can I expect, going deeper. Diamond again with this true gem here. All right, there's something about this true gem, and you, again, it's like embracing all the many facets, like a diamond, all the many facets. All right, think of all the pressure and all the heat that, and all the, all the harsh conditions a diamond withstands, right? It's this unconquerable sort of energy. That's you, Libra. That's you being multidimensional, multifaceted, invincible, having this spiritual connection, the spiritual power, that high vibrational energy that no one can take. Aries energy here. You have Pisces energy here. This is going deep within, all right? Sometimes, again, like I said, we are most connected to what really matters when we are most separated, when we're having those moments of solitude. And I'm not encouraging anyone to go be a recluse, absolutely not. But sometimes we need those quiet times to really go deep, to get that most bit of clarity there. That self-examination does lead to that ascension, all right? Giving yourself time, wanting to know, going into that void, going into the discomfort of certain feelings so that you can come out and come back up to the surface with that new energy, that newfound, revelation, that whatever it is that's going to bring you forward. Autumn, full moon within 6 to 9 months. Some of you want an exact time period. Today in this reading, if you have a question, you came here with how long. For some of you, it's the next full moon, or during a full moon, or within the next 6 to 9 months. This is Libra energy. This is Scorpio, and this is Sagittarius, card 3. So you have 4 and 3. That's what we have for timing. All right. Some of you, I just want to get a few more cards here. A little bit of more tarot here. Now, I do these readings for departed messages, and I'll also do, weekly readings like this one. Look at that, Libra, Ace of Cups. Who or what will fill your cup? You decide. I'm usually thankful I even have a cup at this point, I mean, just like that I have opportunities, opportunities to heal, opportunities to grow. You have the Moon card, the Hermit card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Empress. Okay, we're going to go over all of this. So every week, Libra, as I was saying, I post, occasionally I'll post a short, but I also do weekly tarot scopes for all signs, mini readings for each and every sign, as well as this weekly reading for you, Libra. And I'll do, like, Thursdays generally is when I do departed messages, your loved ones communicating with you, that sort of thing, and angel messages, as well as usually on Tuesdays, maybe I'll do some sort of other reading for Libras. The moon. This can be Pisces energy and also Cancer energy. The Hermit would be Virgo, more earth sign energy, water energy here. And then the Empress, that's you, that's also shared by Taurus. What I'm seeing here is You facing your fears, taking that time to face your fears. Perhaps this week, there may be something that you're facing your fear about. Maybe you are actually scheduling something that's been difficult. Maybe you're getting a final verdict on something, Libra. But you're getting those answers from within. You're again, this is another card of reflection, Libra. This Seven of Pentacles. Is it worth it? I've put in so much. Is it worth this? Is it, you're seeing maybe some sort of indication that something you're doing could possibly be worth it. If it has to do with money, possessing hidden talents, there you are again, Libra. I'm seeing gems here, even though it's not on here. Some of you it could be some sort of gift of jewelry or your name or name of a loved one. It was a gemstone or a crystal or something. Okay, your abilities. So this is about you not just looking at, is something worth it, but you're assessing your own skills, your own potential. This is a card of potential, this Seven of Pentacles as well, at least for me. Seeing some indication maybe of a blessing being on the way, and then you get more proof of that, Libra. And you decide if something's a blessing or not. And here we have our wish fulfillment here. We also have another, that's a card of pride, being open to possibilities and for the right reasons too. And then you have the Empress being all about that flow, right? In the flow, you can actually, this is, comes after the magician, the Fool, the Magician, and then the High Priestess, and then the Empress and Emperor. So this is all about you having those intuitive abilities, the ability to manifest, the optimism that comes with that Fool, right? Realizing that you can, in fact, create, not just have, but you can actually create the life you want. It's not easy, of course not. This is a card of fertility, cultivation. This is knowing where to put your resources too. Empress knows exactly where to put her resources. She knows what can grow where, how to grow it, how to do it, how much she needs, how much she can give away. She just got it all figured out. She has the energy of all four queens. And I say kings too. Being in that flow, getting into nature, getting yourself centered and grounded, and for sure, being proud of how far you've come. Get yourself centered. Put things into perspective, okay? Mm. And I find it interesting that you have this immediately. I noticed right away you have this pure white bird dove energy. That's like pure intention, love, energy of love. This is here you have it going into the cup, you're coming out. So this is like overall, I mean, first card out here. This is, again, it's about your divine connection, your experiences, this is like miracle energy. Some of you have been through so much. It is literally a miracle that you're still going about day to day, that you're still here, right? And so congratulations, and also thank you for choosing to be here. Thanks for choosing to want to do the work and want to embody your spirituality here with me. I appreciate that so much, because that affects the entire planet. It affects the whole vibration. When you yourself are working on yourself, you are, and I thank you for this, raising the entire vibration of the collective. Reinvent yourself. A transformation is definitely taking place. This is you enjoying a new lease on life. If you have specific questions regarding career, money, we can do that right now. Look right into it. Let's see what we have. Rescuer. Some of you have been feeling as though you have to be the rescuer, maybe because you're an empath. This is about you staying focused, remaining sparkly. Someone in your life could help you get back on track. I'm also going to tell you, Libra, there could be someone who needs your help, and that could sidetrack you. I just did a recent short. I think it was 2222, not being sidetracked. So don't be afraid, though, when you need help. Ask for when you need it, okay? Don't just give up, right? And I know you're not going to just give up. That's not you. You haven't done that yet. You're not going to. And that's something maybe you're proud of. That's maybe your wish fulfillment, your completion, your fulfillment. This is like also this is a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of energy too, right? So being very careful of what it is that you're allowing in, including from your own self, okay? Sometimes our brains just tell us stories, a transporter kind of energy here. So this is about things manifesting much sooner than you think. Even though you've had this delay, once things do take off, it could be fast. That's for some of you. Remember that 6 to 9 month time frame here. So this is but you may get signs about it this week. All right. This is an excellent time to travel for work or to just refresh your mind in some way. Allow yourself to dive deep and to go higher. All right. It's not on the card. This is what I'm getting. All right. So for careers, it could be blogger, pilot, travel, driver, stewardess, any job where you travel. For a rescuer, that's a heroic thing. This could be animal rescue, paramedic, firefighter, police, any of that. Okay. Light worker. And then you have emotions. So you could be focusing on your love life instead of work for some of you. For others of you, I get the exact opposite. You're focused on work and you're done with the love part because the emotions were just sort of getting in the way. It was distracting, and you're making sure that you're not letting that, interfere with work. Or again, flip it other way around. You're making more time for love, maybe. Laborer, your hard work is going to be rewarded soon. So keep at it. Don't be afraid of hard work. What lasts won't come easy. There's construction, maintenance, painter, any kind of laborious work, okay? What else do we have for you? Expression, home-based, and fast changes. Again, with the fast changes, all right? So I'm hearing something about you just wanting that reliable income. Some of you are ready to express your creative self, maybe work from home or have your own business, but you want that protection. You want that that reliability and that security, right? There's something else here. Something. Okay, the moon. Again, there's something about that could be where some of the fear is coming from. Remember, we had this moon card under here. Okay, right here. All right, and it is like facing your fears of maybe scarcity. All right, facing that and you know and surrendering to unhealthy relationships. Yeah, letting go of what is unhealthy, letting go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people, or that kind of spotty energy where they're in, they're out, they're this, they're that. So again, something about relationships affecting work. So this is you being, you're deserving of being treasured by others, as being seen as that diamond, that true gem that you are. I heard Leah and Letha. Alethea. So this is about being surrounded by positive people and taking those bold steps forward. But, and I'm just hearing something about how certain things in life, this is what I'm hearing, cannot be quantified or measured. Like happiness is not something that can be measured. I think they did a study a while ago that said that like the happiest people, they wanted to know what income people were the happiest at, like, and it was $70,000, and this was like back in, I think, 2000, early to or like 2011, 2013, somewhere around there. And I've talked to people who've made $70,000. None of them were happy at $70,000. It just goes to show for me, even though they did this study, the people I encountered were not happy just because there was some certain dollar amount based on some study. Certain things cannot be quantified like that. Quality of life is more important than the number on the paycheck. These are things we know. And boy, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't need money, but we need money. So it's about finding, this balance. The Empress is great for that finding that balance. And then, between, yeah, being in the flow of life and also being able to provide for yourself and have what you need, have an abundance so that you don't have to worry, so you can have that security in life. And that's one of the biggest anxieties for a lot of us. I don't have the answers as far as exactly what do we do about it, but realize, it's something that, we're all, it's like we're all facing it, not that it makes it any better or less difficult, but You know, it does seem to be a common theme right now, you know, with people. Let me see. Let's get a card on that. Healing. Allowing any pain, emotional, physical, to be enveloped by divine healing. Allowing yourself to let go of old wounds and limiting beliefs. What do you mean you can't do this, Libra? Why can somebody else do it but you can't? Making sure we're not keeping ourselves stuck in any way. And sometimes I get it, Libra. I fully understand. Not everybody has the same opportunity in this country, and that's a fact. We don't all have the exact same opportunities. So I agree with that, you know. It's nice, and it wouldn't it be like, oh, spiritually wonderful for me to tell you right now, oh, you know, we all have the exact same opportunities. Not really. No. When you watch the news, I mean, you know, like, have you followed history? Like, no, we don't all have the exact, but we have our own opportunities to make, you know, certain choices, and maybe those choices lead to this or that. I mean, it's just, I don't know. We don't all have the same amount. And but it's like, that shouldn't stop us from taking action, from making decisions, and from being you know, having some sort of hope, faith, right? It shouldn't, we shouldn't, you know, just hang on to a limiting belief because that's what happened, that's what happens in my family, or that's this or that. You know, if I thought that, I never would have gone to school. If I thought, well, you know, no one in my family has graduated college, how could I not possibly, you know, of course, you know, I just didn't care about the limiting beliefs that other people, actually it was other people had placed that on me. You know, some people saw potential, some teachers, again, I'm sharing some of my personal story. Some people saw potential in me. Great. I didn't believe them. I did not believe them at that time. And maybe you're at a point right now, Libra, where you just don't believe it. You don't believe you have that potential. Try it. Try. Try to go for that thing that you want. If you don't get that, you might get something else. You know, it might lead you in a different direction. Or you might get that thing you want. You might create it. You might be the next, you know, hit artist. You might be the next, you know, number one bakery in town, or the top of your class for something. You might be, you know, the best, you know, finance director, or whatever it is that you do. Okay. Whatever it is that you want and you see yourself doing, try it. I mean, if I hadn't, you know, I don't know where I'd be. I don't think I'd be in a very good place if I had just followed what other people thought they knew about me and told me and whatever, you know. And it's the most important thing is, it's what matters most is how you see yourself. That's it. Because whether somebody saw potential in you or not, if you don't believe it, you're not going to do anything with it. And the bottom line is, we all make our own choices as individuals. So, and yes, I know I lecture that, you know, I'm not for everybody, I guess. That's fine. Stellar gateway activation. This is infinite potential, Libra. We were just talking about this. You have infinite potential, manifestation vortex. Okay, some of you are just feeling it. You can feel the light initiation. You're feeling this divine magic, this great initiation of some kind. You're feeling that inner vision, that you're getting the clear seeing. You're getting the symbols, the spirit guide confirmation. You're getting all of that because you've learned some lessons, right? And you're applying them, and you're telling the universe, and you're telling, you know, just the, you know, the let's see, what is it? The, just, I don't know, the collective. You're telling the universe in general that you're ready for this. You're ready for something better. You deserve it. You know your worth. All right. Not being entangled in unhealthy relationships with people is key, though. Right. Not taking what other people say and you know, internalizing it. A lot of us do that. You know, we care what people think, especially as empaths. You know, we're tuned into all that, but we've got to set those boundaries, and we've got to reach for that sky. Better times, Libra, better times. Not everything is as it seems. It's far better than what we're seeing right now. It helps me to think that and to believe that. So if some people think, oh, well, it's, you know, well, that's just, I don't even use the expression, but it's come up in another reading recently, hogwash. So I don't know who used to say hogwash, but I just heard Benedita too, Benedita and Norman. All right. Um, so not, you know, there's no harm in thinking positively, right? But I have seen and felt the effects when I think very negatively. And when I'm angry that things didn't happen when I wanted them, how I wanted them, that never helps me, honestly. And I just get disappointed. But if I have, you know, uh, just I keep myself in check, and I keep my ego in check, and I have some faith here, and I stick to my own spiritual practices, then I feel as though I am a much better magnet for what it is I do want to attract. If I want to attract love and success, then I can't come at it thinking everything stinks and this won't happen and why hasn't it? Da da da. No, that's not showing God. That's not showing my spirit guides, the universe, that I have that positivity that's needed, that I have that faith that's needed. It doesn't show. It shows them that I'm just down in the dumps and I can't handle not having full control. Instead, I've got to give up some control here. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. All right. So you know what? I think some of this I'm basing on some of the comments I've received that I actually then deleted, because some of them were very negative, and it was like, you know, blah, blah, blah. What else is new? Down there, this down energy, like just sick of life or whatever, sick of things not going exactly my way. Those are the comments I'm reading. And I'm just like, it's fine. I love that you guys share and all that. I'm not talking about any big comment that I posted. I'm talking about comments that were actually kind of rude that I had to delete for one reason or another. But the message there was kind of all the same. Like, oh, you say this, but then this happened to me. Well, I don't know your individual situation, but I do know that this is, sometimes we don't know the reasons. And I can tell you that we're more likely to attract what and who it is that we want, that's working for us in our favor, positive, that's going to uplift us, if we ourselves are acting on faith and being positive and thinking uplifting thoughts and surrounding ourselves with those who are uplifting as well, and who create this, positive force collectively together, so that we can all be in this manifestation vortex as a team. I know that works. Okay. All right. I will go on now. I know the passion's kind of like off the chain here today or whatever, Libra, but I can go off on my little things here. I've actually read plenty of comments where people enjoy this, so thanks for being here. Sometimes the readings go like this, and other times they're a little more, I don't know, different than this one. So they're all individual. So this is about where you're seeing darkness, seeing the light too. When the sun's not shining, knowing it's still there. If it's a super dark, cloudy night and you can't see anything before you, the moon's still there. This is about being ready for your heart to be filled. That cup, that Ace of Cups, being ready for it to be filled with what you want, Libra, and knowing that not only you're not just waiting, you're going right to that stream there and you're filling it yourself. Empress is always in that flow. She knows exactly where to go for what she wants. She does not depend on anybody. He, she, they, them. Doesn't matter. It's the energy. That's why she's a star. That's why she's a queen of all queens. All right. She doesn't sit around being down on her luck, right? I don't know. I mean, we all there's a time and a place to sit around and be down on our luck, right? We all need that sometimes to process, but I do think that a lot of people, at least watching this channel, find little value in sitting around complaining, feeling bad for themselves, and asking constantly, why not me? Why me? Instead, I feel as though a lot of you tune in because you're ready to take steps. You're ready to embrace this energy. You're ready to continue to be, do your healing, and to share, your thoughts and your stories here too, and for the betterment of us all, right? Thank you for that, by the way. Let's go ahead and get. Just heard fertile myrtle. Somebody's getting pregnant. Sin, this is gonna sound, but somebody is like cats having kittens, or their dogs having puppies. So it's like an animal pregnancy too. And then I've got the Chariot, and these are the ones I saw, and the Two of Cups. Okay, I did not see the others, so I'm not going to talk about them. Two of Cups and the Chariot. All right. Some of you could be moving on with a water sign. Some of you are just moving on to something that is a much more intuitive energy, a much more spiritual energy. Creative forces are at work. There's a lot of healing here. Look at this. We have healing right above it. I didn't even see that right away. So then we have Cancerian energy, more water sign energy with this Empress. Okay, everything's coming down to this Empress. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I can only straighten those so much, right? All right, so partnerships here, better times. You may actually find that your partnership with your God, with the angels, with your just yourself, and again, accepting all of yourself in, forgiving yourself, making amends with yourself. You got to do that first, I think, before we can really worry about anybody else. That focus, that determination, but first you need to decide, where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? What feels right? Run it through your body, run it through your mind, run it through your soul, your spirit. What feels best for you, Libra? I can tell you it's probably not this guy, this smooth talker. No, he's in the past. Could be a woman too, you know. Yeah, because mountains. All right. So again, if you're going back, if some of you are wondering if you're going, if shoot this and this guy right here, this person, that's gonna not be easy. Does it mean you should stop completely? No, that's up to you, Libra. You decide. It could definitely be a fire sign, though. But I'm getting fire and air. But honestly, it can be any sign, because then here comes all this water energy. But it could be you healing from whatever this mountain, this hardship was, this whatever this burden was. It could be a relationship, because it's on that relationship card. But it can also be we have a relationship with our environment. We have a relationship with coworkers. I want to see what else we got. I want to get you an Abiola Abrams African Goddess Rising card. What do we have? Okay, so today you have this beautiful Majaji. Okay, Mojaji. Excuse me. Card 9. Mojaji is about manifestation. Look at all that. She's like, I bring the rain, the fire, the wind, the earth. She's stomping her feet on the earth, in the water at the same time. She's got it all going on here. Okay. This is divine blessings flowing so easily to her, just like the Empress. All right, very similar, but you've got this outspoken, expressive energy with Majaji, and you've got the Empress here sitting calm. It's like you have to have both, right? You got to have that fire within and that you express sometimes, and then you've got to have that calm resolve as well. All right, so this is about making it rain. Yes, she does. Majaji makes it rain. Now, Majaji is connected mostly to rain, though. So it's like the rain queen of South Africa's Balobedo people. This was a queendom. Okay, it was run by queens. That's why I have this paired with the Empress. All right, so this is about opening your hands, opening your heart. You're a rainmaker, a manifester, a shapeshifter, an alchemist, a sorceress, whatever it is. Okay, but showers of blessings are yours. It's been a long time coming. You're co-creating with spirit. Okay, that's what Majaji is telling you here. You're co-creating with spirit. Make the energetic frequency your desire. You're magnetic, and like attracts like. So raise your vibration to align the sacred. All right, close your eyes, see your blessings, feel them in your bones, ask, believe, act, allow, and receive. All right, again, the believing, it's key. I know some of us are very tired of waiting. I get that. But if we give up, then we have much less chance of getting into what it is we want, right? That's what I feel. I feel there's no point in giving up. Even though I have my bad days too, right? We all do. But overall, and you know what? Like I said, it's okay. You can be simultaneously exhausted and excited, depressed and happy, hopeful and helpless, feeling at the same time. Like I feel pretty helpless right now, but I also feel hopeful of hope. It's okay. That's, we're all a mixed bag. Okay. It's okay to be a mixed bag of energy. That's what we all are. That's life. I feel like life is like a series of one awkward moment after another, and it's like getting comfortable with the awkwardness, with the discomfort, with the figuring it out, it's like one big puzzle sometimes. All right. So this is, again, it's like matching this energetic frequency though. All right. And focusing on that, having that be the desire, focusing on that whole, raising the vibration, aligning with spirit, with God, asking, believing, allowing, receiving, retrieving, right? Soul retrieval. Let's see what else we have. I want to get you a couple of animals. Rabbit, well, hare and hedgehog. Trust in the ability to outpace obstacles, whether they're physical or mental. You can do this, Libra. You've done it before. You've been through worse, I think, a lot of you. So, of course, yes, you can get through whatever this is. You may be tired of having to get through stuff, but you can. Your boundaries are your armor with hedgehog. This is a protective shield against negativity and evil. You have that on your side. That's with you this week. And I think going forward, even, you have this amazing ability to shine no matter what. It's incredible. Let's see what else, Libra. A couple of self-care. I want to get you some self-care. Practical tips for this week. Self-care, please. Be stronger than your excuses and lie versus truth. Use discernment. When you drop all the excuses, you'll start to see results. Ouch, that can be a little harsh. Feeling like we're doing pretty well here, but yeah, maybe some of us need that reminder. Use discernment. See things for what they are and people for who they are, okay? Not for what you want them to be. And meditate. Some of you may go, oh, meditate, seriously? Quiet the mind, let your soul speak. And meditation can come in so many different forms. Okay, look it up. There are many, many ways of meditating. You could walk meditate. You could be meditating while you're tasting food even. I've tried that too. You can meditate looking into a candle, looking into water, sitting up, laying down, however you want to. You could turn upside down, hang off the jungle gym there, and meditate that way. However you feel, and only for as long as you can stand at first, right? And then maybe work your way up. And I just want to say, when you find yourself getting distracted, which you inevitably will, then just, it's about perspective again, okay? It's going to come in. They're going to come in like clouds, okay? That's all it is. It's just a fleeting thought. You don't have to go deep in. And if you do start to, remember, that's normal. It's natural. That's going to happen. What you're doing is you're training your mind, just letting that go, allowing, okay? Letting it go, allowing. You're just being right now. Focus on the breath, focus on your heartbeat, whatever it is that you're focusing on, the candle, etc. Congratulate yourself that you recognized you got off track. Now, how's that for a new perspective, right? Instead of getting frustrated, you can always turn it into a positive, I feel. A lot of things, not everything. Remember, I don't believe trauma is a silver lining. I don't like that. No, I don't. And that's my personal opinion, and you don't have to agree with me, but I feel that there are some lessons, sure, but I don't know. I guess my definition of a silver lining might be something different. And you know what? Give less F's. The less you give an F, the happier you're going to be. That's the truth for some of us, Ruth. All right. Sorry if your name is Ruth, but sometimes I do the rhyming thing. Why I do it, I don't know. I like it. I hope you do too. Make new friends. Get out there. Make new friends. Don't hide in the shadows. I'm getting more Leo energy here. Threes. And own your power. Fix the external by changing your internal. Own your power. Again, this has all to do with perspective, right? A stumbling block doesn't have to be a roadblock completely, right? It'll become that if you decide to give up. Some of you maybe are here just because you need somebody to kind of say, hey, you know what? You've been through so much. You deserve so much more than what you've been given. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Plan your career. Create milestones. Have a strategy. Set yourself up for success. And some of you may want to find a mentor as well, actually. I'm getting that, okay? It's, some of you also, music could be helpful at this time, and also clearing your energy, okay? All right. And maybe putting yourself first, okay? That could be part of the giving less F's. All right. And angel numbers for Libra. Angel numbers for Libra this week. 808. Wow, okay. 1818, 808. We've got some eights coming in here. All right, you got 18, 18, 18. Okay, there could be nines too. 555, 777, 1313. So again, Libra, you with the eights, okay? Eights in the form of 18, 808. So you've got 5, 7s, and 8s. And this is about abundance, blessings. This is about balancing your mind and your spirit. Again, mind and heart being aligned with universal flow. Sign of great things to come here. Being motivated to achieve more out of life. A sign of courage here, 1313. Some of you find the lucky number 13 lucky, not unlucky, right? So 13, I had 13 coming at the beginning of the reading too. Sign of divine guidance was 777, connecting with your spiritual guides, following your heart, going for what you desire, as well as 555, transformation. You can expect the unexpected, right? It's life. All right. And I don't know if someone used to say this to you, but buckle up, Buttercup, because you're in for the ride of your life. I don't know why that wants to come in. I've got to just think, it's somebody from the other side wanting to connect with you, Libra. Worthiness, Libra, and hold on. Those are your two final messages here. Be a living embodiment of inner wholeness and self-acceptance. Let your dignity radiate into the world, inspiring others to embrace their own worth. You are that diamond. You're crafted from sacred light, just like a diamond. And just like a diamond, it was probably under significant pressure. And yet here you are, beautiful, sparkling, radiant, an inspiration to many and loved by many, even though they may not express that to you. Hold on, Libra. Don't allow the darkness or challenges to diminish your courage, your dreams, your hope, your beliefs, whatever it is, Libra, because you possess more strength than you realize, more talent than you realize, and more abilities than you realize. You also probably possess more worth than you realize. You play a crucial role in bringing forth a new and improved world. So this is about staying true to your inner truth, all right? Staying rooted, staying grounded. Trust in your ability to outpace these obstacles, Libra. Hold on. There are better times. Not everything could be as it seems, all right? For some of you, you were guided away from something or someone because it was divine intervention, all right? You deserved better, and therefore you were protected and sent in a different direction. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. Please do take care. Woo, intense reading. And if you did resonate with this reading, please feel free to give it a like, consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it, and wishing you all the best. And I look forward to your lovely comments as I do every week. Thank you so much, Libra. Blessings.